research center. Okay. Hey, like the red colors.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, cool. Angaran mural. A team of artists from each of our homeworlds, Aya, Volt, and Havar, worked together to create this mural. It depicts the centuries of hardship we endured as a result of this courage, but also the reunion of our people to build a stronger, resilient society. Yeah, here's something.
Pathfinder. Analysis reveals this plant to be fruit-bearing.
Can we eat it?
Unknown. If we find more samples, I can transmit the data to Dr. Tapero for testing.
We rose from nothing to touch the stars. Many homes on many worlds do not mourn what the cat stole from us. Celebrate what still remains. Some poetry.
Put a layer of security between yourself and danger.
Pathfinder.
For a merchant, hello. Can we talk? The resistance needs volunteers.
New clientele is always welcome here. Have a look. I'm sure you'll find something to your taste.
New armor is always.
Can't hurt to be prepared. Maybe you've got something I'm looking for.
If I don't today, I will tomorrow.
All your items. Thank you. Bye.
I'm not selling to aliens.
Oh, one angry person.
They let you pass the gates. Huh.
Can I shop here, or should I go elsewhere?
Well, you did rescue the Moshai. Have a look, see if there's anything you want.
There are mods. Nice. Actually, I'm gonna buy them. And I'm gonna buy augmentations like this one. This biotics, no. Burst, yeah. Also this, Magigel, yeah, good. Power Force. This. I have no idea if it's okay. Yeah, buy everything. How about mods? No mods. I never mind. Photographic message, Ariel. Hello, Fallen.
Good Vestaran? I was there
Hello.
when you landed. Watched you get escorted through the city.
Bet that was a sight.
You were an unexpected outsider. Not really a laughing matter.
I've never seen fruit like this before. What are these?
Haripo. Sweet with a little bite. Sometimes if I'm lucky, I have a few Kiloa or Elmok.
Is fruit scarce here?
In this form, yes. Very expensive. If you buy a Paripo from me, it means you have something to celebrate. It's a luxury, meant to be shared with friends and family.
I'll get moving.
General Goods Merchant, how are you?
Sun-ripened fruit.
Your credits are as good as anyone else's. Don't start any trouble and we're fine.
I'll be happy.
I'll be the poster child for no trouble.
Whatever that means, it'll do.
Yeah, nothing worth it. Oh, there was a guy with a quest.
I never thought I'd see the Moshai again, least of all thanks to you. Welcome to the marketplace. I am Arbiter Renav. I enforce correct conduct between merchants and customers, resolving any disputes. As the first outsider to enter the city, you are ignorant of our laws. We should change that.
Who decides what happens to people who break the law?
It depends on the grievance. I settle minor offenses right here. More serious ones require a tribunal.
Between yourself and danger.
Where I'm from, the biggest trade law is don't cheat. Is it different here?
I suspect we define cheating differently. What is unfair changes based on perspective.
I don't want to cause any trouble. How do I learn your laws?
I'll transmit a full readout. Familiarize yourself with the contents. Personal responsibility is a core foundation of our society. We expect it from everyone.
Understood.
Please visit my colleagues in the Governor's office and the Resistance headquarters. They'll teach you about our culture and what it means to walk freely among us. Your understanding is critical. It would be unfortunate if you accidentally violated our laws.
So we have to talk with a lot of people right now. But still, like, this is close. Whatever, let's visit. Visit whatever we can. This is not a small place.
The Moshai will be waiting for you at the vault.
While I'm here, maybe we can talk?
Of course. I owe you that. When I first escorted you through our city, I wasn't sure it was the right thing, but you proved I was wrong to doubt. No, more than that. You didn't have to save the captives from exaltation. I wonder if you realize what that meant to us.
We're in this together. The initiative wants to help.
I want to believe it. You're so different from the Ket. What can I do for you?
Your people revere the Moshai. What did she do to earn that?
After the Scourge, our civilization was in ruins. Those who led the rebuilding were thinkers, experts, and inventors. The Moshai is the greatest scientific mind of our generation. She led us to a new age of technological innovation. When the Ket attacked, she studied their technology, learned their tactics.
You owe your survival to her.
We owe her everything, and we'll do anything to protect her.
I have a few questions about your culture.
I'm happy to answer them.
Aya seems important to the Angara.
Aya is paradise. This world is a gift. We created the Vassals so everyone could enjoy this place, if only for a short time.
The Vassal?
The time of change. Aya's resources are too limited for our entire population to live here. We each earn the privilege of spending a few years on Aya. When our time is up, we leave to make room for someone new. The cycle repeats throughout our lives.
Will you have to leave?
Someday. For now, Aya needs me.
I've noticed that you, Ephra, and Jal all speak with different accents.
When the Scourge first struck, there were many Angaran worlds. They were separated for centuries. We developed divergent cultures and dialects. Ephra was born on Vold, and Jal is from Havarl.
What about you?
The cat left my homeworld in ruins. Those who survived were forced to flee. We found a refuge on Aya. My family helped settle this world.
Don't take this the wrong way, but this isn't your only city, right?
Not at all. Vold and Havarl both have several large population centers. Aya has numerous residential areas similar to this.
Are these places open for visitors?
In time, perhaps.
So, what do you do for fun around here?
The Tavatan is a popular spot for recreational activity.
Right, but what do you do? Can't work all the time.
Productivity is the best form of relaxation.
It's also a great way to get stressed out.
You sound like my brothers. All 10 of them.
10?
And 8 sisters. They're not allowed to bother me at work.
10 brothers and 8 sisters. You have a big family.
I've always thought of it as average. How many siblings do you have?
Just one. My sister, Sarah.
What happened to the others?
Our parents only had 2 children. Underachievers.
That sounds relaxing. When my family gets together, the noise is like standing next to our largest waterfall. My mother says I became governor so people would have to listen to me.
Is she right?
Always.
I sense tension between your government and the resistance. Who's actually in charge?
Ephra likes giving orders, right until the actual work of running a city starts. The resistance is good at protecting us from the Ket, but our people need more. I've learned to indulge Ephra's need for control, just often enough to maintain my own.
Is there time in your busy schedule to meet someone special?
Everyone is special to me, in their own way.
Not what I meant.
Oh, no, that isn't a priority right now. Someday, maybe.
Yeah, let's go.
Thanks for your time.
Ishare Path.
Shamray. Also, meeting nodes. Personal meeting nodes of government B wants to open Southern Valley region to development with goal to provide refugees with permanent homes. A believes we are already at risk of overcrowding and harming local ecosystem. Votes to use land strictly for food production and propose a compromise solution to construct orbital habitats using Nexus technology. Refugees would rotate between Aya's surface and orbital habitats using a lottery system. He disagrees with accepting initiative help and especially tech. Points out the black hole will make orbital construction project difficult and may attract notice of Ket patrols. Final vote delayed to Nova Bay. We need a better home for our people. World is fallen, Havre remains unstable, and Aya is too small to support all of us. Is Kadara port an option? Do we even care about reconciliation? Okay.
Arbiter Renav told me to expect you. I prepared a datapad detailing our laws. Read it fully.
Pathfinder, I'm Enro Bosan, assistant to the governor. As you can imagine, your arrival raised concerns from Aya's people.
It'll take a long time to trust strangers again.
Which is why they want the Nexus to listen to them. We've set up terminals in the city so people can leave messages for your people on the Nexus. I'd appreciate if you take a look and forward their communications to your people.
Collect messages from the market. Wow, okay. As defined by the first founders of Aya, this world and all who live on it agree to abide by the laws, customs, and regulations of a civilized society that has existed for centuries on other worlds. These rules of conduct ensure a voice for each family within our society and gives them certain invaluable rights. 6,000 pages. Yeah, of course. Canteen. Like that. I'm looking for snacks. I believe, yeah. Citizens Forum.
Exaltation is just another word for how the Kett kill us.
And if you're wrong? If we've been killing for them without realizing it?
I saw a Ket up close when they attacked. It was nothing like our people.
I've seen different types of cat. They could be exalting multiple species.
Anything they transform is an abomination. We have to destroy the creatures.
Thank you for that. Insight, Pathfinder. The issue facing us is complex. Come, my friends. Deliberate with me.
Where are we? Programming message terminal. There's also this one, and here's one. Okay, actually we had to talk with the hologram. Compiled logs. Download. Ooh, let there be unity. Before the Scourge and Gara were on one people, it took centuries after the disaster to find each other again. And by then, we'd been divided too long. That's how the Kett were able to conquer us. The war forced us back together, but now you've upset the balance. Some don't trust you, others want you to save us. Divisions are forming. If you're really here to help keep our people united. Subject Pavoa and Israel to you all. I'm writing this in my final days. I've lived a long life that now comes to its natural end. I know great loss and pain, but also joy and hope. I think we have that in common. My fate is to live at turning point in history. Part of me is angry. I won't see what happens next, but I've made my peace. Whatever becomes of your people, mine and the Kett will reverberate to the lives of my great-grandchildren, and that gives me strange comfort. I know there's more to this life than war and hardship, and I've seen enough to know your people understand that too. Be well. Take care of each other. Change life for the better. Goodbye. Subject, we wish you peace and good fortune. Don't be deceived by the posturing of Evra the Shrine and his resistance. We are not violent people. We're scientists, inventors, artists, caretakers, and explorers. This is our home, but there is room enough for us all. We told the Kett the same thing, but they don't listen. We hope you do. Subject, no one will read this. This message will never be read by the Pathfinder, much less reach the Nexus. We're so desperate for allies against the Kett that we're willing to make the same mistake with new allies. This stand by the governor won't change anything. We might as well be screaming into the wild. So that means we want to edit this one. Yeah. Yeah, let's mark it. Let's go back and go for those other plays. Or yeah, this is next to us. I remember the first time I met the Moshai. It was one of the greatest moments of my life. She had done so much for our people. When the rumors began that she'd been caught by the Kett and was killed, I lost hope for our future. You restored it. I don't care what anyone says. I believe you came to save us. This is not your galaxy. You don't belong here. Anyone who thinks you're different from the Kett is a fool. I see you for what you are, and there are many more like me. If you come in peace and friendship, Pavoi, if your hearts are filled with deceit, you will die. This is all you need to know. My name is Viaka. My family said I could write to you. I've never met any alien before, but I'd like to meet you. I think we can be friends. This one can go unedited. Have we talked?
I'm not selling to
Okay, okay. Yeah, we talked. The resistance needs volunteers. Okay, I know.
Welcome to the Taverton. Feel free to order a drink, or if you're hungry, we have nutrient paste. Not as exciting as fresh fruit, but you'll like it.
What does Taviton mean? My translator won't pick it up.
It depends on the context. If it's a person, it means an old friend. If it's a location, like this, it's more a place you could bring someone home to.
What if you need to meet your Taviton at the Taviton?
It's not so hard to understand. I'm sure your language has its quirks.
Don't get me started. What's in that stuff?
In short, everything. Nearly all the food we grow goes straight into processing. We can feed an entire planet in a single harvest. Even ship some off-world.
How do you stretch your food that far?
It's complicated. Hard to explain without going into lengthy detail. But I'd be happy to send some to your ship, along with my process notes.
The Nexus would love that.
Consider it done.
I'd like a drink. That's all for now.
I hope I'm gonna
Come
be
back
alright.
anytime.
It was looking suspicious. Anyway, Drac, how are you?
Did he ever contact you? I'm so glad you're back.
Museum exhibit. We're currently updating this display to bring you the latest in historical finds. Yeah, great. This is from Vault, right? Yeah. So this will be from the other planet we haven't visited yet. Ruins from Dark Human.
Good news?
Well, we got another
Until recently, we knew this was a cat tool, but didn't understand its purpose. Scholars have recently determined its use in the exaltation of our people.
But nothing Angaran.
Okay.
Pay them for their effort. It's not their fault.
That knife. This dagger dates back nearly 4 centuries, to the time just after the Scourge appeared. Faced with technological dark age, our ancestors learned to find and hunt without the use of advanced weaponry. Still looks advanced. What kind of metal is that? Oh man. Mother, you wouldn't believe all that's happened since Pathfinder Radar landed on. I am sure you know about the Mushem rescue, but I suspect you've only heard the official version. Ephra and his resistance, he liked to claim credit for bringing her home, but I know for a fact they never could accomplish it without the Pathfinder. People fear these new aliens will turn out to be like the cat. Don't listen to them. I feel in my spirit they've come to help, and you know I'm always right about these things. Wish you could see some of these interesting queries we found on Harvard and elsewhere. I'll bring images next time I visit. Also, I'm not seeing out anymore. It was nothing particular that ended things. We're just too different. Don't worry, my work still brings me all the happiness I need. How are you?
Good to see you again.
This is quite a place.
It feels like home to me. Sometimes I think I should move in here. But it's got a long way to go. Someday we'll fill it with relics of the past, each one telling a story. And my people will come here to learn. And to remember.
You'll get there.
With enough hard work, yes.
Is it normal for someone as young as you to be in charge?
I'm no younger than you. And you're a Pathfinder.
I kinda inherited the job.
So did I. I was apprenticed to the former curator. It was my job to bring him artifacts from other worlds.
When he retired, I sort of fell into his position.
Do you miss relic hunting?
Some days, but mostly I'm happy to spend more time with each piece.
Any insight you can give me on the remnant tech?
We don't know much. To our understanding, it's always been here. Stars. I would love to be the one to solve that mystery.
I should get moving.
Come back soon.
Oh, it's you. I watched you land.
Hope you're not calling me it anymore.
You heard that. I apologize. I was ignorant.
What's your job around here?
Aelin and I help Avela with her studies. I specialize in restoration.
So you make relics look new?
Do as I can. I'm not a miracle worker, no matter what Avela says. She'll praise Ellen and I to anyone who will listen. Never had a supervisor like that before.
I'll leave you to it.
Ryder, they've got amazing RemTech research going.
Archaeologists on Hava recently discovered what they believe are pieces from the oldest structure as yet found on the planet. These fragments were literally uprooted by mutating vegetation rising from the underground cavern. Though the exact cultural nature of these finds remain unknown, teams of researchers have recently established a permanent dig site to search for more clues.
I've heard so much about you. Is it true you entered a vault on Eos?
Sure is.
Amazing. I would have liked to see that.
Are you a relic hunter like Avela?
Actually, I started as an engineer. The Moshai requested my help cracking encryption on a remnant ship she found. Eventually, that led me to the repository. I've been handling data encryption here ever since.
I take it you help run this place.
Nalan and I are Avela's assistants. It's been strange getting used to that.
Why?
Avela's much younger than the previous curator. She has a lot more energy. Sometimes I have to remind her to take a break. She's too passionate for her own good.
I'll let you get back to it.
Okay, anything I'll look here. A few more stands here. This is EO, right? Or no, this is actually from the vault. This is from where? Though we know little about our press-courage ancestors, evidence points to grand multi-planet society with sophisticated technology. Many recent discoveries indicate our ancestors even traveled vast distances between systems. Though we have no way of knowing for sure, most scholars theorize our people's early success was due to the use of remnant technology.